we'll see you next Tuesday.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Uh-oh.
Canceled.
Welcome to the post show, everybody.
Welcome to the post show.
I do have some
Episode
merch.
130. Welcome back. 130, guys. We made it.
Yeah. Turns out, Krista
Episode
is
130.
anti-feminist.
Yeah,
Oh my
actually.
god.
See you next
Wow.
Tuesday.
Jeez.
For episode 432.
403. Oh, God. The Feywild is fucking up the...
Oh no.
Oh,
shit.
we're past the
in the world.
Feywild.
I'm actually 80 now.
Welcome to the post show.
Philra? Hot.
Philra?
Turns out.
Oh, yeah. Bet.
I like how you manifested.
Chomsky
Yeah.
wants to fit...
No.
Chomsky has never
I stopped
Stop.
it. You connect the dots. I did not say
wants to
nothing.
Philra. Okay, that
worse.
That's so
Not
much
good.
worse. Retcon.
That's
Um,
fine. Stop saying what I was saying. 'Cause
okay.
That is what I was going to say.
Damn. Okay, fair enough.
And then I stopped.
I love seeing Chomsky, like, so bashful because he's awkward, but, like, different kind of awkward.
Oh, absolutely. I know it was an accident, but I loved how we rolled with it. It's so endearing to think that Chomsky, like, in between moments, just, like, practices
He was,
social.
he was gonna talk. He was gonna talk to Philra, so he wanted
No,
to practice it.
But
He
it,
wanted to,
but like that's
It's so
such,
good
But it's
for
such
a-
an authentic
Yeah,
character thing. You know what I mean? Like that is absolutely what.
And Erla's
like,
just, like,
awkward people can do. Sometimes.
Catches you, like, rehearsing how to talk to her.
for a man with 8 charisma, you gotta do something.
Yeah,
Well-
I like to think that she was gone for like a second because she's like going
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
and then you just sit down in there and you go, "Hi, my name is Chomsky. Do you like armor? No.
There are no roads where I'm
Well,
from.
no, maybe, but there is.
There are no people.
To my heart.
You have
No, okay, scratch that. Scratch
Matt.
full disclosure. You have a higher charisma than I do.
That's crazy.
that.
Matt.
So,
Can you turn on the Sam cam?
so I'm glad you just want to pop into
For post-show talk.
Boom. He is
Got half that
barely.
butt.
Yeah, because I zoomed in. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
now he's
Now he's
getting
going.
distracted.
it's okay. He'll be back.
See, no tape.
So I'm glad to hear that because when you made your interaction with Ivy, I loved it because I was like, somebody with low charisma would hit her with that, and I was like,
So-
I need to be meaner.
So, full disclosure, like I don't like playing negative, like stats as like the stereotypical thing. Like, I have a 7 charisma, so I talk like this. I get, like no, like just because you have a 7 or a -2 or whatever the stat is doesn't mean you're necessarily bad. Maybe you just have a disconnect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe you're like you don't socially. So like I like
Philra.
Hot-ra.
Nice.
That's
I
some
like-
smoking hot grass.
Shout out to the original artist.
Shout out to Smoking Grass. But yeah,
Philra? Blazing.
That's like the best way to see it. I think genuinely
Oh, for sure.
anything less than like 6 or 5, then that's when you start breaking the like you're not.
Well, like-
there. Like intelligence 5, isn't it? Like you can't speak, or is that intelligence
no,
4?
it's 2. You can't have lower than a 3 in stats.
Got it.
So like, but the thing is like the way I've always looked at the stats is like view it as standard deviations. So like the average person is 10, right? And like even if you're off by 3 standard deviations, it doesn't mean that you're like incapable. You don't wake up every morning and be like, do I eat the rock or the bagel?
Yeah, right.
You're like, like you could still figure it out.
Yeah.
I think the best example of it is shout out Matt Mercer, Exandria Unlimited, Dariax.
Dariax.
He does such a great job. I think for that stat, Matt Mercer talks about how he has either a lower intelligence or a lower charisma. He has one stuff.
He's
and-
a sorcerer, so it would be.
Yeah, he has a higher charisma,
Yeah.
but like for him, he's like I fully agree with him. Like, don't play into the like, oh, they're just stupid. Like, no, they just think of things differently. You know what I mean? So like, I envision Jorak as like just being completely blunt, being like, hey, you fucked up. Like, you're
Yeah.
clearly stupid for making that stupid mistake. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you.
And I'm gonna tell you because like for him, it's like
And that
if I fucked it, like if I fucked up, I want somebody to tell me. You know what I mean? And like it's the bluntness of it that I think is where that 7 comes in, or at least that's how I envision it. I'm
I
not
liked it.
just an asshole, guys.
I liked
That's just
it.
a benefit
Airless
of my
didn't like
personality.
it because she, like, Archfey,
Airless
are still on a
disapproves.
pedestal.
She hit a
you
disapproves.
you got the
Disapprove
airless
for
disapproves.
sure.
L. Big fat L.
Also, like, making women cry. That's a
I
disapproval.
did not think I was gonna make the Archfey cry.
She was bottling it up
she
for later. You know how she
sobbed.
wasn't
I-
showing any emotion? It's because she was like, add that to the bottle.
Think of how stressed she is.
Yeah, we're the chosen champion heroes that are level 4.
Well, her town
Yeah.
keeps getting
Kicking the
attacked.
doors.
Like, I mean, we don't know the extent of it, and she's also trying to plan a whole party.
Yeah.
I would be overwhelmed.
We literally came into like her town, her country, her world, and just went. And like after 2 days, we went, yeah, you're doing this wrong, and we're gonna show you how we can.
Y'all,
do better."
This shit's weird. You get your shit
Do you
together.
know you have spadats?
It's very much like you hired me, and things are kind of weird here.
Yeah.
Y'all are fucking up.
It's
Without
100%.
knowing any of the other,
Yeah, without
like,
any
anything
context.
else. We just know the two things.
It's 100% like you hire a plumber to be like, my toilet's clogged, and he's like, your whole entire system is fucked. You need to get this whole thing
No, it's more
replaced."
like
No,
you
it's like
hiring
it's
a
like
plumber.
it's like you hire a plumber and you're like, I need you to fix my toilet. It's plugged, and then he goes, okay, I'll find it, and then he goes to 3 toilets and they're all plugged.
Yeah.
No,
that's true.
it's like that, and then he comes to you and goes, honestly, your president kind of sucks. I think we need to talk to him. Like we need, like that's kind of what it.
Yeah.
It's gonna him be like, you
It's
don't
like,
know how to use
we
a toilet,
hired
do
somebody
you?
for
You are
somebody-
bad at this.
Something else, and then we just went. We don't like the way you're running things.
Yeah, well,
Hiring a plumber and then just being
Sticking-
like, the mayor of this town sucks. Let's do something about it.
sticking with this plumber analogy, it's like going in, finding 3 clogged toilets, and being like, you don't know how to use a toilet, do you?
No,
You're-
like,
you need
stupid,
to you
aren't
need to
you?
get your shit together, don't you? Literally,
Guys,
put it in the toilet.
just a brief warning. The amount of Mushroom Kingdom and plumbers now, we're gonna get pretty close to a Nintendo strike or a strike. So plus,
Nintendo, do not do that to us, please.
yeah.
Do 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 do
What are your
do.
thoughts on frogs or toads, should I say? I mean, none of that.
None of it.
Good man. Good man.
I didn't get it at first. I was like, frogs? I love frogs.
Yeah.
That's where my brain is at.
I'm excited to see how the story plays out.
I'm excited to adventure more into the Fey realm.
Yeah.
Never been here in D&D before. It's first time. So
Every time.
I've never actually ever played in Feywild
a little
either.
adventure, you know. A little
I'm
adventure.
done touching anything ever.
I think
can't
I
even-
think
don't
it's
even
way
think
more
of
fun
the-
if you touch stuff though.
I don't
Yeah.
even touch
And
the
on
ground.
character. What's your intelligence?
8.
I
Oh
love.
yeah, it's way on
See, like,
character.
that's my thing. Is like he's not.
He's very
actively thinking
curious,
about
though.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
He's
just
just
curious
like,
George.
Act
He's
on
just
it.
like, oh, I want to help.
He's a monkey.
He's a monkey, Curious George.
And I was wearing.
And you like bananas.
No, but it was just very much like she's hurt, and I want to help her. So I just forget that I'm not supposed to touch anything.
Yeah.
And I want flour. I'm gonna grab the flour.
No,
Absolutely.
I
The
thought.
water.
And
It
you've
very-
been
definitely
in the
need one.
material plane for how many years?
Yeah.
29.
Your
And
instinct
You
is.
can touch anything in the material plane
Yeah.
besides like bombs, and you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
to be fair, the water thing. She
Bombs.
Are
and
you
knives.
sure?
Bombs and knives are off, but
She
like
did say
flowers.
the water.
What
had
about
medical
fire?
properties, and I went. I kind of want to sip some of that.
Sounds kind of cool.
Yeah,
I
the
forgot that
DM,
I'm not
God
allowed to
tempted
touch
us.
Anything else?
God tempted you.
Neat.
I'm gonna,
God, I know these bitches are gonna lick this.
I'm gonna wrap myself in bubble wrap and just roll around.
It's just like the spider
We'll put you
in
in-
Baldur's Gate.
A spider.
Yeah.
A dead spider. You licked that. That is something that you did.
That
That
you
is
have done.
something that you've done. And then Karlach's like,
Let me do a little dancey dance.
like you did it.
let's go.
Yeah.
I think she's the only one that's like,
Carlick's the only
Approved.
one who
Sick.
approves.
I don't.
You want to know why? Because that's my girl.
Because
she's
Carlick's
good.
the
She's
one that like
good.
dared you to eat worms as a kid, and then you did it, and she's like, "Oh!"
and then she gave you like 50 cents.
Yeah.
Then she hits you on the shoulder. You're like, you fucking did it.
Yeah.
I don't play Baldur's Gate, but I do get.
Shut your fucking mouth.
I do get shorts fed to me every once in a while. I've seen every reaction to the spider lick.
Yeah,
all of them.
it's great.
Will's
They're
was
so
funny.
funny.
They're good.
Gale's was funny.
There's one mod in Baldur's Gate. I don't like doing mods because I'm lazy. But there's one mod that looks really interesting. It's where you play with the entire party at all times.
Ooh,
Like a
that
whole
would be
squad?
fun.
Like,
Yeah.
You
many
have those
people?
whole squad. It's not that I care about having the people in the play,
Yeah.
but just like the
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 reactions.
RP and the
Yeah.
reactions
Yes,
and stuff
oh
like
my
that would be so
gosh.
dope. And it would actually feel because that's the one disconnect between like video games and actual D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Is like in actual D&D you can have 8 people playing
Yeah.
and it's like everybody's gonna react because
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
happens. But in video games, You're like, well, you're in my party, and then we're at the cutscene later, and you're like, Chomsky's like, you remember that time when we were doing that thing? I was like, you're not in my fucking party.
It's kind of like West Marches, where like people are in and out of sessions, but you play with the same 3 people.
Well, Krista, I don't know how to mod games, so.
I'm a pro at modding The Sims.
And Stardew, and I really
I'm not a pro at Stardew.
No,
dude.
I really need the Stardew mod.
Krista went through it trying to mod Stardew, didn't you?
I figured it out,
But you went through it.
but I struggled.
Yeah.
So DM, tell us how you think things are going.
I love that you guys are questioning everything.
Well, yeah, because
You kind
you're
of
a
forced it
demon.
upon us.
Yeah.
You put the paranoia in us, and
Good.
we're just paranoid.
That's
Touch
what I
anything,
wanted.
Well,
die.
it's
Open
because
chests,
these
die.
guys-
Trust a person, die.
Die.
Also
Do a
came
thing,
from the
die.
Strahd
Hood,
playthrough.
Knife, die.
So
Yeah.
they
So
came
her
from a
moms.
literal meat grinder campaign.
Yeah.
Strahd.
Yeah,
That is true. We have PTSD because you're a PTSD demon.
Yeah.
she's not that.
Also, Matt just killed your character. In
She's
Hate
not
Campaign,
that mean. I don't think I'm mean. I think I'm fair.
You're a murderer.
I am a maid.
Nobody who's
Krista?
fair says fair like that.
Yeah, you know,
How-
you know who said that they were fair? Mussolini. Yeah, think about that.
Canceled.
Krista, how are you enjoying the campaign so far?
I'm having so much fun.
I am having a lot of fun. I feel like we have been getting fed these little tidbits of lore
Yeah.
that typically I feel like you have to wait a while for, but we're just getting little crumbs.
Absolutely.
And I'm just like a little lore fiend, and I'm like, give me all the lore crumbs.
absolutely my favorite thing about playing in a homebrew campaign is the fact that you cannot know what's going on. You
Yeah.
literally just have to play. You just have to play and find out what happens.
For people that have like played a lot of D&D or like follow podcasts and stuff that do run throughs like homebrew, you don't know. It's whatever comes out of her mind.
Krista might not know.
And that's
depending
terrifying.
On where we turn. Krista might not know.
That's
Oh,
a
I
fact.
And then she
That's
got
a-
that because there's been times where we talk to somebody and Krista goes, I don't know where we. Let me come up with this real quick.
Yeah, she will
And
say it audibly, and we're like, okay,
And
and
it's
what's
like,
she gonna pull
no,
across?
no, no,
And then she goes,
It's literally like going up
Ivy?
to the wall in Minecraft and the wall is just blank. And
the
you go,
one time
hello? Can
The
my
cube
chunk
hasn't
load?
loaded yet.
Can the chunk load? Oh, the chunk loaded. Okay, let's take a
Ivy,
walk in here.
are you kidding? Ivy being like, oh, Ivy, what's the name of your garden? She's like, dinosaurs, do a dance. I
I
remember.
love
remember.
Ivy. I will tolerate no Ivy slander. Just her with her little dinosaurs going, I love them.
Ivy is something.
Yeah.
The little
Ms. Zorak,
dinosaurs
she's
are my
like,
favorite.
She's so incapable. She can't lead. This is why women can't lead.
Do
a
you even
continent.
know how a toilet works?
Zorak is anti-feminist.
Oh, it comes clean. The seams are broken.
Men
The glass-
just understand. No.
The glass.
Can't
ceiling-
even-
Men
Can't
just
even
know how
count.
toilets work.
Men
Yes,
just
they
get
do.
how toilets work.
Run it
They
back,
don't
run
use
it
them.
back. Shigeru Miyamoto is positioning a sniper rifle on Kara's head right now.
I am.
I don't know.
I don't
He works for
know.
Nintendo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sam says it's my
Nintendo.
bedtime.
Do. No. Gelatinous noobs do. What
Oh my
Nintendo
gosh.
don't.
Gelatinous Nintendo's tried.
Strike.
That's number one.
Streamer strike.
Well, I'm so excited for the Feywild.
Yeah. It's very cool playing in a plane where you have to question literally everything. Where you're like,
Yeah.
is this normal? Like the play is the perfect example. Like, shit, maybe they just fucking kill people during these plays. I mean,
Yeah, it was so-
James the
dude,
tiny dinosaur has had
oh.
10,000 children in the 12 minutes that we've known him. So
That play
maybe
was so fucked. It actually.
No. That guy gets fucked.
I loved watching the play because we're all just sitting there like looking at each other like, what do we do? And we're just like, because we're all interested in the story. We all had the buy-in,
Yeah.
and then blood starts spilling. And we're like,
And then we're like, what if it's just a really, like, we don't know the Fae and their magic?
Right.
No.
You ever just go to a play and then the person on the stage is like, I'm having a heart attack. No, really, I am. And then they fall over and then someone rushes up and goes, oh my god, give this guy CPR. And they go, I'm just acting, asshole.
Jeez,
Get off
you
the
ruined
stage.
my
We
scene.
could have done that.
Yeah.
They could have gotten their throat slit and we could have gone, no,
We run up, try to do
Well,
first
I
aid.
didn't
And
want to be
also-
that asshole.
And like also
I'm acting here, asshole.
in a world full of magic and illusion magic and all those things, it's like maybe. I don't
yeah,
know.
true.
I
Where did you
mean,
get that idea?
The attendant was a fucking fish in a
There's
tube.
like a cryptid online. It's kind of
You
The
adopted.
Ooh,
interweb?
cryptid.
what?
I've never
Interweb?
heard of cryptid before.
What?
I've
Cryptid?
never heard of cryptid.
Bigfoot? Black Mouse?
Mothman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mothman?
gotcha.
Cryptid?
So you based
Say
it
it.
loosely off of that cryptid?
I loved
Cryptid.
I loved our conversation.
I loved our conversation too.
I loved hearing it.
I love talking about and.
Honestly, we could just start saying names, and she'll just have to write it down.
Yeah.
You know what? That's what we're doing.
I don't
Slide
even
door.
have to. I don't have to write it
Have you
down
ever
because
been-
it's recorded.
That's true.
Have you ever been to Penis Town?
It's the Muff Village.
Oh my god.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
No.
And that's the show.
That's it.
Cancel.
That's the
You
end.
can't let us do that.
Yeah.
Michael.
I
They've
could.
been-
I remember. You remember my campaign? I'm like, all right, guys, what's the name of the adventuring party? MILF Hunters. We're the
It's-
MILF Hunters.
I tried to fight away from MILF Hunters. I really did.
But you didn't fight for.
It's monsters I'd like to
weren't
fight,
like,
Matt.
let's find something else. You're like,
Or
how,
mansions I'd like
how
to
do I
furnish.
how do I make this acronym work?
Man, I love feet.
I want
no one
to
else
be.
was listening.
I did.
Man,
I
I
do-
love
I
frogs.
I do appreciate.
So many
it.
possibilities.
Oh, monsters I'd like to fight, or man, I like fighting, or something along those
Yeah,
lines.
monsters I like to fight was the
Or-
official.
There's lots of alternatives. We just
Mommy,
listed a
I
few.
lick feet.
I lost Fred.
We're getting a whole new subscriber base now.
And I'm loving fentanyl.
Oh,
Canceled.
no.
There's so many
That's strike two.
possibilities are endless.
One more strike and we're done with our post
Oh,
talk.
Actually,
Mario is a love fungus.
That's strike three.
Oh, that's
Nintendo.
four strikes.
That's Nintendo.
Oh!
I can't.
Is a loving.
Good luck going to work tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Nintendo's gonna be with a
You're
lawsuit.
gonna
God.
be driving, you're gonna see somebody in a Mario Kart following after you. Like,
No.
is that
I'm gonna see a fucking
you're gonna
blue
be-
shell
It's
in my little
Luigi.
Luigi.
You're going to see a guy in a Tanuki suit coming down with a lawsuit.
You too now.
Yeah, I know. I said the word.
You said the word.
Tanuki.
And I love the fungus.
I have a question for Michael. Does Batch have a half Hadozi, half high elf child? You know something about elven babies.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah,
about
I
it.
saw you guys whispering.
Children?
You guys were whispering about that. I was like,
It might be like
Well, I
Sam,
made-
and he might have kids dispersed all over
I
the
don't think we
world.
whispered about that.
no. I didn't know what you guys were
I
whispering
made-
about.
I think I just.
No, I made eye contact with Krista because I'm like, how does he know about elven babies? Are
Yeah,
you babysitting
elven baby's not
for...
changing. Yeah.
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 I mean, I guess I don't know. It's probably common knowledge that elves like.
Wait. Do
mature.
Hadozis eat elven babies?
I'm just like,
Where do you think the Perrytons come from?
Oh no! Where do you think parents come?
well, and then
I
he
just can't help it. I'm
he
just
called
so hungry.
Airless that other name. I mean, Airless was drunk and passed out.
I remember. It was
Carter.
Roxanne.
It was.
Yes.
It was
It wasn't.
Sam. It was Serene.
Ew.
Did
Rilla.
I
She
write
wrote
it
it down.
down?
She wrote it
Oh,
down.
you write it down. You were asleep. You didn't hear it.
Yeah, but
She writes everything down.
Camburger.
I hear it.
Hamburger.
It was Cameron.
My
I
dog.
love
My
hamburger.
It was an elven baby.
hamburger.
The baby is here, and I put it on a bun.
When,
Do you remember when we went to
when did
McDonald's and had hamburger?
Remember when the baby was a hamburger the whole time?
Oh, we.
Oh, guys. You'll
Ooh.
never know. Or will you? I don't know.
I'm looking. When
Yeah, we
did
have-
we
we got-
get drunk?
I like that we have some good back and forth.
Episode 5.
Good back and forth stuff. I
Back
enjoy
and
it.
forth.
Nobody will know anything about me.
I don't think I wrote it
We will ask you
down.
eventually, right? Well, we've already asked. you
Oh,
some stuff.
episode 5 was when I didn't have my notebook.
Yeah.
Ha ha!
Yeah, I have my
Well-
notes are actually really funny.
You done fucked up.
Aylwin.
I have like some
A
good
win.
notes. You can see here
Some
like,
wind.
session point 5 pretty good. And then we're down to like session 3 somehow, which is like okay. Session 5 is like all right, we're getting there. Session 6 is just oh fuck, that play was crazy. And then we move on from there.
So-
It's getting worse and worse.
I don't take notes during the game. The only thing I write down during the game is if like you say a place with a
Yeah,
name
or
and
a
stuff
name,
because
or like a
because
god.
I can ask questions there about like oh is that the Kenku place? Oh is that something?
Right.
Because the rest of like the story stuff I can write down from the VOD. Watch Friday.
No, that's very true because I love writing notes, but mine aren't very detailed for the fact that I would rather be like mentally here
Yeah.
than like in my
Cognizant
notebook.
of what's
that's
going
totally
on.
why that's why my notes are short.
And that's why
It's so
I
hard to do.
don't write notes because I literally cannot type and listen.
Yeah, ask my wife.
Even
Same
for a
exact
second.
thing. If I'm like texting you and she's like, "Hey, do you want hamburger?" I'll go.
You go.
Wait.
Hamburger.
Gotta finish. Yeah.
I've never been to Germany.
Hamburger.
I just don't take D&D notes because my characters wouldn't take D&D notes.
I take D&D
That's
notes because I need
also-
them. My memory's shit. I'm a
I like
goldfish.
I
of
like
a
taking
person.
I like taking my notes from the perspective of Zorak.
That's why.
Zari
I
wouldn't
can't
take
fight
notes,
this
so
dog.
Zari
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
get
gonna
notes.
try to-
I like to have Kara theories. So if I write something that Airless doesn't know, I put like next to it
Asterisk.
like don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Theory.
because
Theory.
that's what I love.
I
I
love
like
that channel.
theories.
Yeah.
I like lore. I like trying to be in the room with the red yarn, trying to connect things.
Yeah. Charlie Day.
Yes. But then it's like, oh, Airless doesn't know this. Like,
Yeah.
Airless doesn't know that he called her a different name.
Charlie.
Watching the VOD where you guys had your one-on-one, I just skipped it. Skipped that part.
Oh, good. That's a real one thing to do.
Yeah, well, I don't want to spoil it. I mean, it's so easy, especially
Yeah.
because we can just go back and watch it. But I don't want. I don't want that.
True.
Yeah.
I want to live that in the moment.
Good call. Good
If
call.
I ever find that out.
Yeah.
Ich moment.
I think that you guys are all doing a good job not metagame knowledging when it comes to...
Because we have no knowledge.
I always struggle with that, but I don't have any knowledge of the Fey realm.
Well, I mean, when it comes to, like, you called her a different name, but Kara hasn't brought that up as Airless, because Airless doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like,
Oh,
you
guys
guys
are-
had your conversation, but you guys aren't going to talk about it because you don't know what was said.
Exactly.
Also, I wasn't listening. What?
Well, I mean, you two had your conversation.
I'm teaching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
talked to him for 4 hours, and he was actually like, yeah.
He was like, yeah,
He's like,
okay.
"Stars, really
So,
bright,
Kara-
getting closer. Whoa! Oh no, it's just a.
Wait, you asked me a question about me? Well, let me tell you.
Let me tell you about me.
So Kara has batch theories, but Airless.
Tell me your best theories. I want to know. Did you already tell him?
Raging
I
alcoholic.
feel like you either have like a significant other who is maybe Elvin, maybe the same age as Airless, or like a family I don't know. You have someone close to you. Like
You got
that-
something with the elves.
Something with the elves. Obviously, you called her a different name, and then
We
you were saying like, oh yeah, like elven children, they take a while to mature.
So that's one of the things that I like. Me as a player recognize. Oh, we all speak Elvish. Makes sense for you. You're an elf. I understand, and you guys know because I've told you I have an adoptive Elvish mother.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know why you know Elvish.
I'm an elf.
Chomsky is an enigma.
Well, my consciousness used to be an elf.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, but like that's one of the things.
Huh?
Like,
Evan's just dropping fucking Chomsky lore.
who knows?
No, he's fucking with us.
He's a ghost. He's a blue ghost.
Wait,
No,
he,
I'm an
the
I'm an
brain that's
Elvish
in Nibbles Pinkerton
conscience.
Which is a
It's
blue
Chomsky.
is
ghost.
Brain.
Chomsky's brain. It's in Nibbles.
You guys remember the gas cloud from Rick and Morty?
Nibbles.
The one that's like,
Fart.
He always
yeah,
with us.
fart.
I like this
that
name.
name. Yeah. I forgot
Dude.
what's the song.
Goodbye.
There's the one.
Moon Man.
Yeah,
But
it's a
I
great
get what you're saying. Where do they get the connection from?
Yeah, but, like,
like
that's
is
something-
it just being well traveled?
Like, yeah, me as Matt, the D&D player, is like, there's a reason for that. Jorak.
No, I just got an extra language. I just showed
Yeah,
you.
no. See, when I started, I picked it.
Yeah,
That's how it
said
worked.
language? I already know common, so.
Duh.
Elven,
What else do I
obviously.
need?
Doy Elvish. But, like,
His armor squinted again.
the armor squinting again.
Anyway, I'm gonna have to come up with
Yikes.
a reason for picking that
He just got
language.
called out at
I
the
mean, it's like
table.
the second most common language.
Well,
right? Would it not be?
Chomsky. It's
Elvish and
common
Dwarvish.
to read Elvish books
Elvish and
for
Dwarvish.
study.
Yes. And
Anytime
elves
you-
like trees, and I live next to those.
I live in
Well-
those no roads
I
to
love
roads.
cookies
Wait,
and Keebler
elves-
elves.
Elves love trees and hate roads.
If you talk about like forging and like armor and stuff, like elven made gear is like very nice.
Well, like,
Not quite as good as dwarven, but I'll give you that one.
They're made differently for different things.
That shit built different, yeah. you're
Yeah.
right.
but like for spellcasters and intellect casts, like, elves live a long time in almost every
They got-
setting, so
yeah.
it makes sense to learn Elvish because they have a lot
They
more.
have a lot of
Lots
fucking
of
books.
knowledge.
A lot of fucking books. They're
But
long.
but I've played, and it's one of those things like when you get more experience playing the game, you begin thinking about all those, like, for me, like picking the hand drum, which like most people like all those extra proficiencies and tools and stuff are like, I don't give a shit, I'm not doing that. I'm like, why do I play the hand drum?
But you have a reason.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's like I'm walking on the road. What's
I'm
the
like, what's my
easiest? What's the
proficiency?
easiest thing to play? And also, you don't have to give a shit doing it. Like hand drum, just
If you can pediddle, you got it.
yep,
Or you need both.
yeah. So I like to talk about player theories, like character theories and things like that. I don't personally like coming up with them because I like thinking of it like in real life. Like I'm not like, what's Evan's backstory? What could it be?
Oh, I do that. I do
I
that
am-
shit. I love learning people's lore.
real people.
Aarakocra, who flies above Chomsky
The
and
stork?
controls him like an airstrike. And I just follow anywhere I am. If you look up, there's a bird, big
Drone theory.
Aarakocra,
It's drone theory.
following him
You're
around.
Chomsky 100% drone
Literally
theory.
Big Brother.
Literally.
He is what is the
Birds aren't real,
smallest
so-
thing you can play as?
Quokka.
A
How big
man.
is it?
Hmm?
A quokka?
A cloaca?
A shrimp.
Turtle?
You're just a shrimp.
I play as a
this
shrimp,
big.
and I'm
He's Biff Dibble!
I'm telling you.
I'm Nibbles Pinkerton actually.
Yeah, he's that brain, that elven brain in Nibbles is Chomsky's brain.
No want to know why no Elvin.
Nibbles Pinkerton at your service.
Wait, I've never
And
seen
Chomsky
Nibbles
isn't even his main character. He's actually playing Nibbles.
I've seen
Well,
Nibbles.
I did escort him out of my shoulders.
I've seen
but-
Nibbles Pinkerton
Like,
and the armor,
True.
but not inside the armor. Mm-hmm. I.e., Nibbles is mentally controlling the armor from wherever he is in
Oh,
existence.
here comes Sam.
Yeah. Anyway, fun stuff.
Remote control.
I'm
exactly.
big. I'm
Drop.
big.
Chomsky's just an RC car.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
eepy.
Chomsky is just, yeah. And Nibbles is just there on his laptop.
Anyway, Krista, do you have any theories, or do you know everything?
Um,
You don't really need
theories
theories.
about what?
I don't know. Your campaign. What's next? Tell us the story.
I think you guys are on a good track.
Oh, so
Yeah.
the Flora that are the bad guys of the campaign. God.
Yeah, the main bad guys actually. Yeah.
BBEG.
Knew it.
She hates flowers.
I'm super curious to meet them. I'm very
Oh,
excited.
I actually have
Yeah.
a set
I feel
of
like they'd
dice
be
that
I'm
I would
I'm
love
super
for you to
intimidated by
use
the
if
riddle
you roll
thing.
for
the riddle thing.
Azalea because I got them for her.
For some reason,
Was it your tiny ones?
It is my little tiny ones
riddles are better done with charisma
because
than they are intelligence.
I feel like
but Chomsky
they're
is smart, so
perfect
he
and
might
they
be
have
Well, the thing
flowers.
is, like, I'm not sure if it's gonna
And they're
be
pink?
like
And
a
they're
roll
pink?
challenge or an actual riddle challenge.
They're cute.
Oh, not this. And they're tiny.
Damaged work boots.
Yeah. So anyway, I
Guys,
have dice for the character.
Should we call it a wrap, or do we
I
want
was,
to keep?
I was gonna
talking?
say I think we call the stream part.
All right. Thank you again for watching episode 132 of episode 34,
Season 6.
season
Yeah.
4.
Press
Give
this
it,
one.
give it a little bit to catch up.
Session 7.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Gelatinous Noobs back at you on Tuesday. VODs on Friday. Bye bye.
Freeze frame.
Bye.
You're a menace.
No.
A
This one.
menace to
Exit.
society.